Alright, so today I'll actually be discussing
Another worst episode, Fury, Revenge, or Payback, whichever dub you are. And if you don't know this episode, this is seriously the worst episode of season 3. And I seriously hate all the episodes from Winx. So if you like this episode, you know the drill. Okay? So Fury is actually one of the worst episodes of the Winx series. Let me tell you why. 1. The Winx were crying to say that Tekna is dead. Well, in reality, she was alive. This is one of the worst episodes I ever have to consider. Timmy was just whining and fussing to say that Tekna is not gone. She's just trapped. I mean, who the right to say that, you know? I don't want to use the H word because I know sometimes I get really angry and I tend to swear a lot. But just be careful because I can get very strict at times. Alright? Also, the Winx were just crying like pathetic babies. I mean, who would do such a thing like that? They have to get over it. Also, the Winx really deserve it for losing Tekna in the Omega Dimension. If someone would comment to say like, they don't deserve to lose Tekna, this is over already. This is over. This is getting me like really ticked off. If it's really in my mind already, then eventually I would just lash out, you know. I would sometimes lash out at people, sometimes I'll get really angry, you know. I know you want me to be angry, but sometimes I have no choice, you know, like I can get really angry at bad users just trying to bully me, you know. I'm seriously like done, you know, like I'm seriously done. I'm not watching any more of the Winx episodes. If it was like that, then this is going to be another worst nightmare for me, you know, like I never watched that show, you know. I watched the episode and it was awful. I give this one a 0.5 out of 10, you know. I seriously mean that it was actually sad and furious for losing Tekna in the Omega Dimension. So, eventually, the remaining fairies go to Cloud Tower to pay back Valtor for a visit. I just mean, who the hell would the Winx have to cry for? They're just teens, you know? They just cried to say like Tekna was a great fairy. She was brave and selfless. She gave everything to save Andros. I mean, what the flip? Who would say that? Like, who would effing say that? You know, who would effing say that? I know. I just use the asterisk. Because, you know, sometimes my friend would just say, like, don't use, like, the full word. Just use, like, with the asterisk. They want to eager to avenge Tekna. So, how the hell did they want to do that? I mean, serious. I'm very serious. The Winx just disbanded for the first time without Tekna. I mean, like, what the bleep? You know? Like, what the bleep? I mean, if the Winx just cries like babies, then yeah, they flippin' deserve it. They effing deserve it, you know? If you really think that this show is awful, then yeah, it's awful. But if you have any, like, suggestions on why this show is sad, just, you know, I don't have to tell you, okay? Now, that episode's, like, seriously terrible, you know? Like, they just lose Tekna in the Omega Dimension, and they just cry like flippin' babies. How can a teen just cry like a baby, or even an adult, you know, like an adult? I'm very serious, okay? I'm serious, not lying, alright? I seriously mean, if you just want to pay back Valtor for this moment, then Valtor will have to defeat them, you know, like that. I mean, it's like really stupid, you know? It's like stupid, I guess. I'll just say it's like stupid, okay? I'm not lying, but it's just my opinion, okay? I know I can swear sometimes, but trust me for the time being that I'm very sorry, okay? If I swear, then just deal with it. So it's like everybody cried. Like it starts the episode remaining that the Winx had grieved over the loss of Tekna. I mean, Tekna is not dead for flippin' bleep's sake, you know? Like, for goodness sake, get over it, okay? Get over it, Winx fans. You flippin' lose. You flippin' lose. You flippin' lose. Alright? You flippin' lose. Okay? Alright, it's just saying that he doesn't even believe that Tekna is gone for good. And the Winx just say that Tekna's a great fairy. is this a funeral or what? This is one of the worst episodes that I would watch in my entire life. Imagine if Animation Fanboy watched this episode, he would just say that this episode is the worst, you know. He would seriously say it because he hates Winx Club in his opinion. So if you ever mess with Animation Fanboy like that, I will block you. And apparently, if you tend to mess up his comments like that, to say that stop doing something like that, you're in big trouble already. I'm not lying, you know. Even if Megastorm Jr. does this, oh yeah, we can't trust him. Don't trust this user. If he comments on this again, oh wait, I blocked him, so no need. You know? Alright. So, if it was Tekna seemingly dead, the Winx had decided it's not the same anymore. I mean, who the bleep would say that? Who the bleep would say that? You know? In real life, people who fall down are dead, not alive, you know? Just please, for the love of bleep, I'm not going to say this again. It was the Winx Club with Valtor that doesn't even go well. If Valtor was actually a stronger fairy, since I like the Winx Club villains, he would just defeat the Winx Club, you know, like in shattered puzzles, you know. I'm not really lying, but I can't show you the video, you know. It turns out that Tekna only suffered a Disney death, and I mean, how did she even suffer a Disney death? How did she even do this? It's not even Disney, okay? This is not Disney. This is Rainbow SRL or Nickelodeon or 4K Kids. I hate the 4Kids and the Ride dub. The only thing I like is Nickelodeon, but I do not like some of the shows, you know. There was apparently this one episode where they say the big no, where Bloom was actually shocked to say that Tekna is sucked into the portal before it got closed. And it just says that Tekna is sucked into the Omega Dimension. And is seemingly dead. But in the later episode, she isn't. It was a Disney death. They believe that Tekna died. And I mean, who the bleep would seriously say that? Note, I'm very sorry if I swore or if I raged out. You know how raged out I am? You know that? I mean, not all adults or teens just get along. Sometimes they swear, and it's okay. If you think that swearing is not allowed, then I can do whatever the bleep I want. I can do whatever I want because, one, I am an adult and you do not tell me what I can and cannot do. Alright? You cannot tell me what I can and cannot do, especially if you just say like this. So, eventually what I was gonna say is that Tekna has vanished into the Omega Dimension, leaving the wings of one Shine member. You know? I seriously mean, this episode like kind of sucked, you know? Like this episode kind of sucked. But if Tekna was alive, then yeah, whatever. I don't care already, you know? The girls reminiscence about their beloved friend. But it's also present and joins them in crying. It tells them that Tekna isn't dead. I mean, this is seriously one of the worst episodes in my opinion, you know. It's seriously the worst. If I even watch this episode, then I don't want to do that anymore. I hate that show, you know. I've been a hater of Winx Club since April of 2015. And let me tell you this. I stopped watching it, you know. Like, I seriously stopped watching it and moved on to other stuff. Like Super Mario, The Simpsons, Atomic Puppet, SpongeBob, Steven Universe, or other Disney shows that I like. Or Phineas and Ferb, in that sort of manner, yeah. So I'll just say that it's actually the worst episode, and eventually, if you like this episode, you know the drill. Also, I am very sorry for all my rage and anger, you know, how messed up I am, how I can just say that we probably have like anger issues. I know, I have anger issues sometimes, you know. If Musa just says no like that, then yeah, she deserved it for losing her best friend, you know. Like, she seriously deserved it. I seriously mean, okay? I seriously actually mean. that way, you know. I actually do you mean that way? Okay, and yeah, what Michael Sally apparently did say is this. They deserve it for being crybabies, you know, like that. You know what, like Michael said, he apparently said that Gabriel Guy is actually a crybaby himself. You know, like, he's seriously like the crybaby himself. He used to be a crybaby, but then he hated Winx Club. Now, this is the comment that I've actually been seeing, and now he apparently hates it. Now, I wanted to apologize to say I am very sorry for attacking him. I shouldn't have been so harsh to him. Like, I shouldn't have been really harsh to him. Like, I shouldn't have raged out or just get angry, you know. I would sometimes rage out and get angry, so you better be careful and you better be warned. If you mess with me on the Hell Fanboy again, it's to say that we disrespected their opinion, or they say like, what kind of a YouTuber is this? Don't mess with us, okay? And don't mess with Michael as well, because he is my friend. He is my best friend. And if you mess with him, then he is going to kick you out of the channel. Not lying, but he hates it, okay? He hates people who don't like the way that he makes videos. He makes videos a lot, you know? He seriously hates videos. He seriously hates, like, you know, like, he seriously, like, hates Winx Club, you know? You know what, the Hell Fanboy really just says, like that? He just says, like, I'll just say that he couldn't. He can be, like, really strict, but overall protective to me, like that, you know? Like, overall protective. I'll just say it's like that, you know? I really just think that me and the Hell Fanboy do hate Winx Club, but with this episodes, with all these Winx Club episodes until season 8, we're not really gonna watch them because it is seriously bad, you know? But not many people watch it, you know? It's just my opinion, you know? And you better respect it, otherwise you're blocked, you know? If you dare mess with the Hell Fanboy, then you have to go through me, you know? You really have to go through me. I actually did say that I actually do hate Winx Club, you know, like, I'm so sorry if I was being a big jerk, you know. I was being a big jerk. Yeah, and eventually I was just saying that I don't know if it's actually the G-A-Y word. I'm not really that sure, but I'll just say that I'm not too sure about it. He probably looks like a male version of Amy. I don't know. So I'm really, really sorry for all of this. And apparently, some users would definitely, like, disrespect opinions on that. I know, I get really angry at times. But I think it's time for me to, like, calm down, you know? Like, once I actually go to college, I think I'll just travel around the world, you know? Like, I'll travel around the world, but I'll just travel just here, Malaysia. I don't know yet. Hopefully I can just calm down myself, you know. I'm very sorry if I raged out today, you know. I'm very sorry if I did that. Anyways, that's all for now, and this is me signing off.